Right, I'll just nip over to our dear friends, the Crumpets, and make sure they know what time they're meeting at the club.
Mm-hmm. What club's this?
We're having a small gathering at the nightclub to say goodbye to Margaret and Derek. They're off to Romania tomorrow.
Oh, there they are. So when's the party, then?
Well, it's just for a few people. Later on this afternoon.
Do you hear that, David?
Hear what?
There's a drinks party later on today.
Oh, and we're invited, are we?
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh, splendid. We were at a bit of a loose end, weren't we, dear?
Not anymore, we're not.
Rymnicu Vulcea, 150 miles from Bucharest, Romania. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Looks a bit primitive.
Yeah, well, that's why we're going, isn't it? They need us. In fact, they need you more than me.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what can I do? I'm just another labourer, another pair of willing hands. But for you, there's thousands of kids been abandoned since birth, never been cared for, never been loved. But the $64,000 question is, have you packed your woolly socks?
I haven't got any.
Well, get some then.
Hello.
Hiya, Max.
You busy?
Well, it's hardly Picasso. I'm just doing a bit for Margaret and Derek.
Ah. What's it say?
Oh, well, the usual. It's the Romanian flag, or it will be. Blue, yellow and red.
Oh. No, it's very nice. I'm sure Margaret and Derek will be impressed too.
Once they get over their little surprise, that is.
Yes, quite. They still think they're turning up for a drink with Patricia and me.
And then me and my good lady here burst in with a couple of surprise presses, one of which just happens to be Margaret's mum. She's going to be gobsmacked.
Well, that's the general idea. Listen, I hope you don't mind, but I've invited a couple of unexpected guests. Patricia's mother and father, they sort of invited themselves. You know how it is.
Hey, that's no problem, Maxie. No. We get on very well with Jean and Bing, don't we, love?
David and Jean will be very welcome.
Actually, it's turned into a bit of a right rave up this, isn't it? I've invited a couple of other guests along myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, I thought, well, if Barry Grant is actually willing to give us something for nothing for a change, then we might as well make the most of it. So, passed along a couple of people who, well, you know, sort of mean something to Margaret and Derek.
He thinks he's Eamon Andrews.
Michael Aspel, if you don't mind. No, ask Terry Sullivan's a pop his head in. And Mick Johnson. And I think he's going to bring his brother Alice and his fiancée, what's her name? Marianne.
That all?
Yeah. Oh, no. I told Sinbad he can come as well if he liked.
Ah, the window cleaner?
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on, come all, as they say. Right, well, we'll meet up about 6-ish then?
No problemo, Maxwell.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Max.
Oh, hang on, I knew there was something else. What are you putting on your butties?
Pardon?
Well, there's no point in your Pat doing exactly the same butties as Dee Dee, is there? Might as well have a bit of variety.
Oh, I don't know. I think she was mentioning doing a garlic dip, but I'm not sure.
Garlic? Tell you what, Maxie, if you're going to have any garlic, there's no way I'm letting you kiss me.
Hi, handsome.
Oh, yeah?
Thanks very much.
How are you?
Miss me?
Since I last set my eyes on you, my world has stopped turning.
I thought you'd have come up with a better one than that. You used it last week.
Oh, yeah, but Mick likes that one, don't you, Mick?
How's it going, Mick?
Not too bad, thanks. How did things go with you folks?
Okay, I'm not panicking. I'll leave that to them. How about you?
Oh, fine. Got my suit sorted out. And my new shoes. And just as you came in there, we were sorting out the stag night. Oh, no, it's just a quiet drink with the boys.
Well, if you're having a stag night...
I thought I'd ask Sinbad. Since it's a double wedding, I thought we could have a double stag
I'm
party.
sure Marcy and I can put together a double hen party to end all hen parties.
That's fair enough.
When's yours?
Next Wednesday. It gives us a week to sober up.
Okay, I'll speak to Marcy. We may as well have ours on the same night.
don't know which one I prefer to be at. Well, that's just tough. You're coming to mine. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Diana? I just wondered if, I really think we ought to talk.
Now you mean?
Yeah, whenever's convenient.
Kettle's just boiled.
No thanks, Ted. It's not a social call. It's more to do with business, really.
Yeah, well, Fran's not in, so you're welcome to wait.
Oh, is that cup of tea still going then?
Yeah, all right. I don't know where she's gone, but she said she wouldn't be long.
You amaze me, Teddy.
Why?
Well, after I pulled that stunt with the baby and that, I thought you'd still be at my throat.
Yeah, well, there's no point in dragging things out, is there? And like you said, it was stupid. So, what do you want to see Fran for?
Well, it's just arrangements. Confirmation, actually. Seeing the solicitor, 1 o'clock, Friday.
Joined up writing as well, eh?
Well, I didn't want it to be like this, Teddy.
Yeah, well, nothing goes according to plan, does it?
Especially with women and kids.
Look, well, what you said the other day, about if it was my kid, well, I'd have done the same in your position.
No, you wouldn't, Teddy. You'd have thought about it first. You think, and then you'd act.
Oh, yeah?
You'd avoided the bloodbath, wouldn't you? You understand women, Teddy. I don't. I mean, they all like you, don't they? They all end up hating me. I just want to see him, that's all. Get to know him. I don't want to take him away from his man. I'd like things between me and Fran to be better as well. For his sake. I want to help financially, Teddy.
Well, one step at a time. Fran's a bit vulnerable at the moment. She doesn't want to let you get too close.
Okay.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll tell you what, I'll drop it in the conversation with her, a by the way, like.
Well, the money's there whenever she wants it. I'll, see you whenever, then.
Friday, the solicitor's 1 o'clock.
Thanks a lot, sir.
See ya.
Something happened?
I've been talking to somebody about everything. Can it be strictly between me and you?
Yes, of course.
He's a psychiatrist. I used to think you had to be nuts to go and see one.
Well, if that were the case, half of America must be nuts. Actually, come to think of it, half of America probably are nuts.
There's still a bit of stigma attached to it, though. I mean, I didn't want to go. It was Tracy who persuaded me. I'm really glad she did now.
So it's going well, then?
I do most of the talking, which I guess is what's supposed to happen. But he listens. He understands. It's like I can say something that comes into my mind and I know he's not going to tell me that I'm stupid. Told him everything about the rape, how it happened, how it felt, blow by blow almost. And it wasn't like reliving it. It was more like confronting it, really. I told him how I was feeling now. And he said, I've been brave.
Well, he's right.
But if I'm going to put it all behind me, and I am, there's still something, well, someone I've got to see.
Peter. Why?
He'll always be on my shoulder. He won't go away. And a bit of me will still be scared, and that's not good enough. No. I'm going to go and see him. And I can do it. sort of finally free myself from him.
Are you sure about this, Di? Have you really thought it through?
Don't worry, I've left the scissors at home this time.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't talk to him till I was good and ready.
I am good and ready.
£9.50, please. 50 pence change. Yours will be 5 minutes.
So, when do I get to see your new suit then?
Oh, well, I haven't actually bought it yet.
You're leaving it a bit late, aren't you?
I've got a couple of weeks. They're not cheap, you know.
Been saving up the pennies, eh?
Well, actually, Mick gave me the money. He doesn't want Sinbad showing me up in church.
Oh, I see. It's very generous of him.
It's family pride. I do the same for him, even though we're both up to our eyes in debt.
Why do I get the feeling I'm being talked about, eh?
I'm off to the loo. You can talk about me now.
What's going on?
He's just been telling me about his wedding suit and how you're paying for it.
Oh, right, that. Ah, it's nothing, really. Well, I owed Ellis from a while ago, so we're quits now.
I see.
Why do the same for me? I mean, it's his wedding. He's only getting married the once.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, so you are. Excuse me. Right, mate, what can I do for you?
You wanted to talk?
Go and take your coat.
No.
Sit down, please.
No, thanks.
Okay. So, how are you?
Fine. Look, no scissors.
I've got so much to say. I don't really know where to start. I can't sleep at night. I'm anxious, stressed, everything.
Yeah?
Why do I feel guilty when I haven't done anything? I'm not guilty. I've got nothing to feel guilty about. Yet still, I can't sleep. I feel tired all day, every day.
Maybe your conscience is telling you that you are guilty. I know you are.
No, I'm not. It's not that accusation. I was acquitted. It's not that.
And what else is there?
It's what you're going through now. That's why I feel guilty.
And what I'm going through now. Besides trying to pick up the pieces of my life that you shattered.
This whole thing involving me. And now a psychiatrist.
Who? And what else did Tracy tell you?
This whole thing stemmed from a mistake. It wasn't your fault, it wasn't mine. We both got it wrong.
No, we didn't. You raped me.
I thought you want... I realised too late. It was a genuine mistake. We misunderstood each other. Or at least, I misread your signals. Your mood. I misread your mood and the signs. But I didn't deserve to be put on trial.
Crap. You could have stopped and you didn't. You chose not to. I said no and you carried on. Now where's the misunderstanding? How could you misinterpret that? No is no, always has been, always will be.
Diana.
And what you're going through now is nothing. For me, being raped was only the beginning. But you know, most of the two of us, I'll come out of it better. You took advantage of me. And you can't run away from it and you can't hide. I'm glad it's gnawing away at your insides. It always will. At least until you admit to yourself what we both know. You're guilty.
Diana, please.
You're the past. All finished with. I've done all my crying. But you haven't. Not by a long way.
Are you sure Max and Patricia said meet here?
Yeah, well, you were there when they said it.
It looks close to me.
Perhaps we're early or something.
No, we must have got our wires crossed. It's too quiet. As well as too dark.
I propose a toast.
OK, everybody, I'll keep this short. That way we can drink even more of Max's champagne.
Talk for as long as you like, Ron.
Well, Derek and Margaret are flying out together on Friday, and well, we're all here just to say good luck and wish them all the very best for the future. Derek and Margaret.
Derek and Margaret.
Well, thank you a lot. Thanks.
Oh, thanks, you're all great.
Hey, come on, music, maestro.
Where have you been hiding?
In the Dixons, mainly. I didn't realise I could run so fast down that tunnel.
I knew it was you. Oh, it's good to have you here.
Oh, I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Oh.
Are you happy?
I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm going to miss everyone, though.
Oh, you'll make friends soon enough over there. The spirit amongst the volunteers must be really strong.
Yeah, it must.
And you'll be with your Derek.
Yeah.
We've been rushed off our feet since we decided to get married. That's what happens with a whirlwind romance, I suppose. Oh, yeah. The thing is, we haven't had a chance to book our wedding flowers yet.
Oh, well, I could do a deal with you.
Great, you're on.
Hiya.
Hi. Excited about your trip? It sounds like a brilliant adventure.
Excuse me, it's going to refill.
Okay. Are you excited about your wedding?
Yeah, nervous too.
What are you nervous about?
I just wonder if I quite know what I'm letting myself in for.
Did you hear that crash, mate? That was my heart hitting the floor.
Well, I just pick up the pieces and glue them back together again, as usual.
She likes her men on their knees.
Well, I do like a man that knows his place.
Well, I've chatted her up, I've courted her, I've wooed her, I've worried over her, I've lost weight, I've pined for her. And I do it all over again. I just want everyone to know we're getting married. Oh, in fact, Barry, can you turn the music down a sec, mate?
Alice, what are you doing?
Sorry, can I have your attention for a moment, please? I don't want to interrupt, but I just wanted to invite everyone here to our wedding, which is the week after next. You know, Valentine's Day and all that. Oh. You can get the details from my best man and my favourite brother. I'm not just saying that because he's my only brother. Marianne and I look forward to seeing you there. Oh. Thanks very much.
Congratulations.
What exactly was all that about?
What?
Easy seeing as it's my dad's money you're spending, not your own.
These are our friends.
Do you know them?
Oh, no, you soon will.
Do you mind if we make joint decisions about our wedding and future? I'm going to be there too, remember?
Excuse me, butting in, but may I, as they say in polite circles, have the pleasure of this dance?
My pleasure.
Excuse us.
Pity you didn't get in there while you could, eh, Mick?
Nah, not my type.
Oh, I think she is. She's very beautiful.
Yeah, I suppose she is. David seems to think so anyway, doesn't he?
How'd you put up with him, Mum? If Max ever... I'd kill him.
You get used to it. It's a good job we're staying longer with you and Max. Now there are two pairs of eyes to watch over him.
How about a dance, daughter of mine?
What's the matter, Dad? No luck with Marianne?
Yes, I saw you and your mother glaring at me across the floor just now.
Blame us. I looked up to you. I was proud of you.
Till you discovered something that happened over 20 years ago. And now I've suddenly become Jack the Ripper.
It hurts. I looked up to you. You were more than a father. You could do no wrong in my eyes. You were my hero. Now you've...
fallen off the pedestal. Look, it happened once, you know, a long time ago. I'm sorry. I promise it won't happen again.
What about Spain?
More happened with Marianne on the dance floor just now than with that bloody Spanish cleaner. Look, I enjoy a laugh and I like the company of the opposite sex, that's all. Heaven knows I'm not perfect, nobody is, but I'm not a dirty old man either. It cuts me to the quick to think that my own daughter's ashamed of me.
Dad, I'm not ashamed of you.
What are you so put out about?
How long does it take to sink in? You'd know what? got to invite all these strangers without consulting me first.
All right, then listen, before you bite into my jugular, 2 tickets for Tenerife.
Honeymoon?
Yeah, been saving up on the quiet. You wanted a honeymoon, didn't you?
Yes, but Blackpool would have done fine. Alice, we need the money for a home.
Yeah, but I thought...
Alice, you didn't think. That's why Mick had to lend you the money for the suit, isn't it? Priorities are all over the place.
Well, I'm sorry.
Me too. But you've got responsibilities now. Us. Just try and remember that.
I thought she would have been chuffed with the tickets.
Well, she's got a point, bro. I mean, if Joe said half the common sense that Marianne had, we'd still be together, no problem.
Maxie, why is it whenever I see them 2 together, my heart sinks?
My heart just stops. I mean, Jean isn't just selling flowers for Dee Dee, she's putting down roots in my home.
Look, you're going to have to do something, you know. Your mother-in-law is helping my wife build their empire at the cost of mine.
Well, what can I do?
Well, she's your mother-in-law, isn't she?
She's your wife.
Look, all right. Let's just try and remember that we're on the same side for once, eh?
I suppose you've got a point. What can we do?
Well, we just have to pray that the florist goes bust and soon. It's in both our interests.
Well, here's to it. Feel better?
No.
Neither do I.
I mean, Romania may not be the most romantic place on the earth.
Listen, I wouldn't care if me and Derek were on the moon together as long as we were together.
That's the style. And after the first 3 months, but it'll fly by. Bet you're a bit fed up to begin with, though.
How do you mean?
You know, you 2 living apart when you get there.
Oh! So are my 2 favourite women, Anna?
Do you want a refill?
Yeah, please.
Enjoying yourself?
Dee Dee tells me we're going to be living apart for the first few months. Tell me she's wrong.
Well, it was because it was all last minute. They couldn't fit you in.
And how long have you known about this?
Well, since last week. I didn't know how to tell you. I mean, I didn't want to spoil things.
What?
Well, I didn't know how you'd react.
Well, how would you react if you had this sprung on you at the last minute?
Mom, it is a charity. We can't pick and choose. Look, we'll be together after a few weeks. I mean, I'll fix it when we get there.
Hey, now, come on. It's time you made an official speech.
Can you just hang on a minute, Mick?
You'll have enough time to be together out in Romania. Now, come in. Can we have a bit of hush, everybody? So that we can have a few words from our guest of honour. All yours, Diggsy.
Thank you, everyone, for such a lovely party. You won't believe how much Margaret and I are looking forward to Romania. Even though, at the same time, we'll be leaving behind so many good friends. That's you lot, by the way. But we can't wait, can we, Margaret?
No.
So, I'd just like to make a toast, then, to all our friends gathered here today. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Diggsy. Cheers, Diggsy.
Good luck.
And Brookside is back tomorrow on this channel at 1:30. We were talking about some of the big news stories of the day earlier on, and particularly the one that MPs are voting on a ban on fox hunting today. We have had so many calls and emails on this. Thank you so much for your response. The vast majority of you are opposed to fox hunting. Mary says, I believe that fox hunting should be banned. I was born and raised on a farm. The farmer had a more humane way of dealing with overrun foxes. This sport is not humane at all. Who else? Louise says fox hunting's absolutely horrible and should be banned. It's disgusting that a bunch of old men on horses think it's clever to kill these poor creatures. But Pam says, why is the government wasting so much time and money on a fox hunting ban when there are issues such as child abuse, which have far more cause for concern? And Didier, who is a British citizen raised and educated abroad, says that basically, if this behaviour, hunting has no place in the modern society, should be prepared.
Romania, here we come. Oh, I wish I was getting away from this place sometimes.
Why don't you?
Well, I'm getting married, aren't I? And job opportunities for window cleaners and shop assistants aren't that great.
Oh, I don't know. Look at me. Didn't exactly think I was overqualified.
Oh, it's good to do a bit of travelling while you're still young.
Well, they say it broadens the mind. See what it can do for mine, eh?
You're not going for long, though, are you?
6 months.
Oh, God, you'll be back before you've even gone.
Hi. Patricia said you'd be here, and she was right. So, how are you then?
Didn't get a wink of sleep. You know, it was pretty bad finding out from Dee Dee that we're not going to be together.
Yeah, it's only when we first get there, only for a few weeks.
You should have told me.
I know, I'm sorry. But, I mean, I was trying to sort things out this end so that we could be together from the start. And if that had worked, there wouldn't be any problem.
You didn't share the problem with me. It's a pity you can't swing it before we go.
Well, it hasn't been a waste. I mean, it speeded things up a bit. We should be together after about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
Well, possibly. Look, I couldn't stand it any longer than that either. I promise you, Margaret, as soon as we get there, I'm going to go straight to the organisers and I'm going to be such a pain that they'll eventually do anything just to get rid of me. It's going to be all right.
You've got to share things with me, you know. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance.
Well, then, I'll share this with you. Last night, I couldn't sleep a wink either. I was terrified, scared that you might not come with me. I couldn't bear that. Not after what we've been through together. I love you, Margaret. I don't ever want to be away from you.
There's nothing else I should know about, is there?
Well, just that Patricia said to get some coffee for you.
Good morning.
Morning. There's coffee in the pot.
Oh, thanks. It's good to see you like this again.
Like what?
Getting back to work, putting everything behind you at last. What's the matter?
Did you have to
What?
say all that?
I'm just glad you're feeling better, that's all.
Look, I'm trying to forget the past, blank out the last 3 months. At least, I'm trying to see if it's possible, okay?
I was just trying to pay you a compliment, that's all. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I know you were. It's just so hard trying to be nice and amenable when inside you actually feel like screaming.
But there's no need for you to feel that way.
No, I know. That's what I've got to convince myself.
But why, you won?
I got the verdict. But I still feel that I'm being judged every time I go out into the close or down to the shops.
That's only because more people know Diana than you. They weren't there, they don't know what happened. But if they did, they'd change their minds.
Thanks.
Does your boss know you're coming in today?
No. Thought I'd surprise him, remind him what I look like.
Well, don't surprise him by being too late.
No, you're right. That'd ruin the whole effect. Back about 6, okay?
Uh-huh. Oh, I'll get some food in.
No, don't. We'll eat out tonight. My treat. You start and all that.
Okay.
And Anna, thanks for everything.
Well, thank you, Dee. It was great.
Maybe your last decent meal in ages. Are there still food shortages out there?
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
You don't know what's waiting out there for you, do you?
I know exactly what's waiting. Hard work. And I can't wait. You know, it's not just an adventure. I think I've found a new vocation.
Oh, I'm really glad. And I hope it works out for you. I'm sure it will.
Oh, me too.
And how's Margaret?
Well, she's every bit as excited as me.
Yeah?
Yeah, she can't wait.
Here, is this big enough?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Hey, come on, you better get packed, haven't you? Come on, you don't have that much time. Come on.
Oh, yeah, look, it's just one more thing. Before I leave, I'd really like to know that both of you are making it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
I'd like a bit more conviction than that, please.
Well, that's all you're getting for now.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Off you go. Well, that truce didn't last long, did it? Derek's right, though, you know. I mean, for only his and Margaret's sake, we should be civil to one another. At least till they're on the plane.
How long's this going to go on for? You punishing me?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Dee. I am not taking the blame this time.
Ron, you just won't give up on it.
Listen, if Aunt Jacqueline had got pregnant and somebody else's mother had fixed her up with an abortion without either of us knowing, you'd have gone mad, wouldn't you, eh? You'd have blamed me for not knowing what was going on.
Even though I was against the abortion, I did what I thought was best for Leanne. Now, Ron, it's behind us, and if you won't forget about it, then we'll...
You just think this is the normal narc, don't you, eh? Where we go through the silences. And then daft Ron here gets bored cooking his own tea and ends up apologising so we can get back to normal. Well, not this time. This time it's the yellow card, and next time I could be through that door.
And is that supposed to scare me? Well, then go, go! Nobody else would have you.
Like I said, for the sake of Derek and Margaret, I'm willing to keep up appearances, at least till they're on the plane. But don't you go kidding yourself, dear. There's still one or two women out there who give me more than a second glance. Believe you me.
Hey, we're only going to the solicitors, you know, not the Old Bailey.
Feel better when I think I look better. What's in the bag?
Just some shirts and that, you know, from me dad. Best get shut of. You can't improve on perfection, you know.
How come you're so happy?
Because everything's going to work out fine, that's why. Hey, how's the little fella in my life?
Asleep. Hey, Terry.
What?
You won't create a scene at the solicitors.
Oh, don't talk soft.
Let's forget all about getting even with Barry. OK, he's got his own way again. So what? It doesn't matter, really.
Well, I wouldn't give Barry the satisfaction of seeing me bothered.
I mean, him getting access may not be such a bad thing. Take the pressure off us for a few hours. He might get so bored he can't be bothered anymore. That'd be the best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, look, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
What would I do without you?
Probably live happily ever after. Did you phone for the taxi?
I was waiting for some Mr. Wonderful to do it for me.
Well, you could be waiting all day. I'll do it, eh?
I'll get Stephen ready.
Fran. Here.
What?
Come here and close your eyes.
What was that for?
Don't need an excuse, do I? I'll go and ring for that taxi, eh?
I just wish you weren't going. I know I'm being selfish,
It's allowed. You're her mother. I'm sure I'd be the same when Thomas is fleeing the coop.
Oh, sorry, we haven't kept you waiting, have we?
No, we're OK.
I stay for it, then.
Hey, it's very good of you to give us a lift, Pat.
Didn't fancy the alternative run?
Oh, they don't be saying things like that about the mobile. It's a feelings.
Oh, I take it back.
So, where's Margaret?
I think she's in the house somewhere. Shall I go and get her?
No, I'll go. I think she's out in the back garden here. Come for that.
Oh, is everything all right?
Fine.
Hey, Margaret, come on, love. You don't want to miss the plane. Hey, would you come on? They're all waiting for you here.
Yeah, I was just tidying up some of Thomas's stuff. Gets worse as he gets older.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Dee Dee says that about me. I think she's right, no.
I do love Derek, you know.
Yeah, of course you do.
I mean, I really love him.
Hey, come on, love. You don't have to convince me, you know. You've proved it enough. Come on, we better go.
It's just all happened so fast. I was really starting to get used to my new job, and I'm gonna miss it. And the neighbours, Thomas, everything.
Yeah, but that's only natural, isn't it?
I just wish we were going in about 3 months' time or something. It's all so sudden.
Have you told Derek about this?
I'm gonna be late.
Listen, Margaret. You sure you're going to be all right?
Yeah. It's me back in the car.
Yeah, never mind about that. Are you sure you're going to be okay? Because you don't look too...
Derek loves me. I love him.
Right, let's get this show on the road then. Everything okay?
Right then.
Here you go, mate. Hey, listen there. Just wait there a minute, will you?
What's up?
There's only one way you're ever going to get rid of Barry. If he gets access to Stephen, then he's going to have you in his clutches for good.
We've been through all this. There's nothing else.
Yes, there is. If you disappear, if you get off somewhere where Barry can't find you and the baby, you've got to get away from him. From here. And from me.
What are you talking about?
There's £27,500 under the blanket there under Stephen.
What?
It's everything I've got and it's yours.
Terry, I can't take...
I'm making you take it. It's the life insurance from Sue and Danny. It's only sitting there in the bank and I can't think of a better use for it than to get rid of Barry.
Terry, I can't.
You said to me the other day, didn't you? If only you had some money, you could disappear dead easy. What was your chance?
I don't want to leave you, Terry. We've got something going, haven't we?
Yeah. You'll never be happy while Barry's casting a shadow over Stephen and little Dag.
I can't go without you.
And if I was to go with you, he wouldn't rest till he found us, and I can't go the rest of my life looking over my shoulder.
I don't care. Please come with us, Terry, please.
Barry'd make a lousy dad. Stephen deserves one better.
Oh, Terry.
Don't go back to the flat, Fran. Buy whatever you need on the way. Put some of Stephen's things under the blanket. Just get off somewhere where he can't find you.
I don't know where to go.
Go anywhere. Just get to an airport, a train station. Make your mind up on the way.
Worked it all out for me, haven't you?
You better get off. Don't let Stephen ever forget me, eh?
Don't worry, you won't. Neither will I, ever.
I almost wish I was going. Oh, do you? That exciting as that.
All right, Ron. Ah, so we're finally getting shut of you for 6 whole months, are we?
Yeah, at least. You know what would give me a real peace of mind during the flight?
Go ahead.
Well, we both know that Dee thinks the world of me. But this is just a bad patch. You've been through it before. Sort it out. At least give it a try.
All right, Dex, don't worry. We'll try, OK?
Thanks.
Oh, aye. And what are you two scheming?
Oh, I'm just telling Ron how chuffed I am that you've finally accepted things between Margaret and me.
Well, you fought for each other. I admire that. You're very lucky. She's a nice girl.
She is, no.
Tough as old boots. A bit like someone else I'm close to.
Oh, thanks a bunch. She's very young. Look after her out there. She'll probably get homesick.
She'll be fine once we've settled in. I know she will. Don't you?
Want a what?
Keep him out of trouble once you're over there.
Oh, are you?
Oh, she will.
Dee Dee, can I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, of course.
Right, come on, Degs. We know we're not wanted.
Absolutely.
So, what is it? Oh, it's nothing. I just wanted to say thanks a lot for the plane ticket. It's really good of you.
Oh, that's all right.
Thanks anyway.
Well, it's the least I could do. I hardly made it easy for you and Derek, did I?
I can see how it looked from where you were standing.
It was you he wanted, not the church. In the end, that's all there was to it. Now he'd be lost without you. You're everything to him.
Well, not everything. He's still got his vocation. He's still got to save the world.
Don't kid yourself, girl. You're good for him. You've got guts. I admire that.
Don't be daft.
He loves you a lot.
I love him.
We both know how much going to Romania means to him, and he wouldn't have gone without you. Says it all, doesn't he? It's against the law.
I've hardly had time to catch my breath. My brothers are out buying suits and my mum's stuck inside panicking about nothing. But apart from that, everything's great. How are things your end? Did everyone reply to the invites?
Just about. And you?
Everyone invited is accepted.
Everyone?
Including Josie, yeah.
Oh, well.
Do you mind?
It's your wedding, Mass.
Oh, and as a matter of fact, she'll be up next week for the hen party.
Sounds like it'd be a good night. Where's she staying?
Oh, with me and Sinbad. It'll be a bit of a crush. Well, I didn't think you'd want to put her up. You don't, do you?
No. Suppose she'll want to see the kids. They'll be really excited to see her and then dead upset again when she goes.
Oh, she did say she was dying to see them.
Is that why she walked out on the Mass?
It's not that simple, mate.
Just when the kids were settling well, I know. But that's typical of Josie's timing, isn't it?
Gotta tell someone, you know.
I was starting to enjoy working for Patricia once. I was happy. I'm just worried that out there I'm going to be living in Derek's shadow, you know, just following him round, being there because he's there, not because I want to be there.
But you're going for all the wrong reasons, then, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I am.
Then don't go.
I've got to go now.
Margaret, you haven't got to do anything. Romania's a lot further away than Southport, you know. If you don't want to go, then don't.
It's too late. I'd break his heart.
Well, as long as you don't finish up breaking up your own heart and resenting him for that.
I couldn't be so selfish.
I know what you mean, but I don't think it's a question of being selfish. I mean, if you're not going to be happy over there, it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, you don't know Derek or anybody else, for that matter, 6 months of your life. I mean, nobody does.
He'd be so hurt.
I'm sure he will. But Derek's a tough nut, you know. He'll survive. You see, sometimes you just can't help hurting people. It's just the way it is. You don't get many chances in this life, you know. That's why you've got to do what you want.
I don't know what I want.
The flight's on the board. Come on.
What time do you call this? Sorry I'm late. My friend's gonna be a bit longer, I'm afraid.
Well, what's up?
The baby. It's all right, don't worry. She sends her apologies and says she'll be along shortly.
Right.
Right, well, this is it.
Oh, thanks for everything, Mum.
Oh, don't forget, you can always come back any time you want.
I know I keep saying thanks, but thanks a lot.
Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Well, thanks again, Ron.
Take good care of her, Degsy, lad.
Oh, I will.
Don't work too hard.
Oh, we won't. Right.
Oh, bye-bye.
Thanks for everything, Ron. Bye.
It's never too late, you know, love.
Right.
Right, then.
Look after each other.
Yeah.
Bye. Look out for us waving. Have a good trip.
Look after each other.
Terry, how much longer is she gonna be? I mean, what's keeping her? She's gonna be a while yet. She said that 25 minutes ago. In fact, she's not coming at all. You what? She's not coming. How do you know?
Oh, I know.
So why didn't you say something when you first come through the door, then?
Because I wanted to give her some distance from you.
Oh, she made a deal, she promised.
No, you had a deal. Your conditions and your terms.
Yeah, but she agreed, Terry.
And what choice did she have, eh? A single defenceless mother against you and your money.
She wasn't alone, Terry. She had you, remember?
Yeah, she did.
So what am I supposed to do now? Kidnap the baby every month?
You can't. She's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
Vanished. Disappeared. Somewhere where you won't find her.
Oh, I'll find her, Sally.
You'll have a job. She could be anywhere between Rochdale and Rio now.
Oh, about you, Terry. I thought you and her were an item. Oh, tell me where she is, eh? I want to see him. You know how much this means to me?
Yeah, I do. And that's why it's cost me nearly 30 grand to send Fran away. And it's worth every penny.
You gave her all that money? Just to get back at me?
Something like that.
You've robbed me of my kid.
And you robbed me of mine.
So this makes us even, does it?
Don't talk soft. Your baby's still alive. Mine's dead, remember?
Everything's going to be great. Get things sorted out as soon as we get there. Now, we should be living in the same place within a few days. We're bound to be feeling apprehensive. All your doubts will disappear once we're there. It's going to be great. I've never been so sure about anything in all my life. It's going to be good.
I feel really sick.
It's just nerves. Once you're in the air, you'll be all right.
I feel really bad, Derek. I'm going to have to go to the loo.
I can't go out. I've got to get off.
Can you stay seated,
I'm
please?
sorry, I've got to see.
In your seat, please, sir.
Just hope we're all waving to the same plane.
Sure, we're not.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know, just in case they can see us.
Look, all right. You see that one over there, the one with the red tip on the tail?
Yeah.
That's the one.
How do you know?
I don't, do I? But we could be here all night, so let's just pick that one and wave goodbye to it.
Okay.
Right.
Right, girls, all together. 1, 2, 3. Bye!
Bye, Derek and Margaret.
Johnny.
Thought we're waving off the plane to the Isle of Man. Joke. Okay, it's a joke.
Goodness me, leaving him in the lurch like that.
I know,
It's a bit rough,
cruel.
isn't it? Brookside is back on Monday at 1:30, don't miss it.
No, we've got lots of baby programmes for you here on Living Practical Parenting, baby, pregnancy and birth, the truth, if you really want to know it, and baby mad. And we've been giving away Baby Grows, just to sort of keep it with the theme.
You notice they haven't allowed me to catch one yet.
No,
Very
and
wise.
they won't, Hannah.
No, they won't.
So if you wanted one of these, all you have to do is
tell us your most embarrassing baby story on the phone or on the email, please.
Yes, we've got a pretty gruesome one here from Kelly, who says that when her daughter was first born, her friends came round to see her. She passed her baby naked, as she had just had a bath, to one of her friends who was wearing a
Hello? Sorry, I can't hear you. It's a bad line. Derek! Derek! Yeah, I can hear you.
What do you mean she didn't get on the plane last night? What's going on?
Well, if he hadn't got cut off, Derek might have been able to tell me. Oh, come on, come on.
Well, where's Margaret now?
Well, I don't know. That's why he's ringing from Romania. He's out of his mind with worry. He's stuck in some foreign country. There's nothing happening.
You sure you took the number down properly?
Of course I am. Oh, God, it's just gone dead.
Give us it here. What's Margaret's mother's number?
Well, I don't know.
Look in the book. It's 061, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. 061.
Right. I can't understand it, you know. We all seen her going to the parties, didn't we? How could she not have gone on the plane?
Kill her for this. I don't know what she thinks she's doing.
Let's just hope that there's a good reason for it, eh?
Well, there better had be. The poor lad's demented. He was up all night trying to phone us.
No reply.
Oh, give it here. Let me try that Romanian number again.
You know what? I knew there was something on her mind last night. I told her she didn't have to get on that plane if she didn't want to.
You told her that?
Well, I mean, I only told her. I didn't expect her to do a bunk.
Oh, he's gone dead again.
Yeah, but you just have to try later.
What a mess. All this on my first day at the shop.
Yeah, but you'll be able to keep phoning, won't you?
You just don't care, do you? Oh, that's it. Leave it to me, as usual. What a mess. Want coffee, Dad?
No, thanks, love.
Max?
You know, it's very odd, but it always seems to me that the more noughts there are on a cheque, the thicker the paper.
Barry Grant had paid us what the apartment was worth. It'd be thicker still.
Yes, but I thought you did very well, considering the state of the housing market in Mallorca.
We still lost £20,000, Max.
Well, at least this came quickly. So now we're in a position to look at that little apartment in Southport.
That little apartment in Southport is worth £50,000, Dad.
You tell him, dear. He never thinks of practicalities.
Yes, but the state of the housing market in this country isn't exactly brilliant at the moment. I think they really would go for a lower offer, wouldn't they, Patricia?
Well, yeah, hardly anyone's getting the asking price these days, Mum.
But you do have to strike while the iron's hot, though. They'll be eager to sell, but they'll take the first offer that comes along.
Do you know, I think Max is right, my darling. I think we should go and look at this.
Oh, I can't go today. Why on earth not? I told you, silly. It's my first day at work.
Surely Dee Dee can do without you on the opening day. There won't be many orders for you to make up.
I promise.
Well, couldn't you take the morning off? I thought it was only part-time.
How would you two like it if one of your employees let you down on the very first day? Besides, I promised Dee Dee I'd be there.
Well, look, never mind. Perhaps I could go and look at it myself.
Oh, don't be silly, Dad. House hunting's a serious business. Both of you ought to go and look at it.
Oh, well, it'll just have to wait. I'm off. Bye.
Look, well, why don't I take you to see this apartment, David? I mean, it's not everyone gets to take their own personal surveyor to view a property.
That's right. But are you sure you can manage it today?
Yeah, as long as you don't mind waiting while I drop in on a couple of clients.
No, of course not. Well, all right, I'll just pop up and change, OK?
Are you sure you can fit in this trip to Southport today?
Look, I will go to Transylvania if it means that they'll start looking for somewhere seriously. I mean, can't you persuade her to dump Dee Dee's flower shop for just one morning? I really do think they should both see this apartment.
You saw how keen she was, and she did promise.
The sooner that flower shop goes bankrupt, the better.
Max, that's a terrible thing to say.
I know. But one less thing to keep your mother here.
All right, Jean.
Oh, morning, Ron.
Have you heard any more?
Well, I would have said something, wouldn't I?
She hasn't been round to the Farnhams, then?
Well, Jean was just saying, as far as she knows, they haven't heard anything next door.
I don't understand it, do you? Patricia said she was really looking forward to going.
Oh, well, suppose we'll find out soon enough, won't we?
I'm going to help our Derek stuck out there.
Get her there. Turn up.
Oh. This right?
Superb. How much do I owe you?
Dee Dee?
What are you doing buying that?
Never you mind how much.
Well, 15 quid.
£15, thank you.
What are you doing buying a bouquet? I'll just go and sort in the flowers.
For you, my love.
What's that for?
Well, it's your first day at work, isn't it? I just wanted to wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Dee, isn't it about time we made up?
Is it?
Look, I promise you, I won't say another word about this Leanne business, OK?
There's more to it than that, you know.
Like what?
Like, I'm busy at the moment. I don't want to discuss it.
Dee.
It's going to take a hell of a lot more than a bunch of flowers, Ron, even if I do sell them.
she like them?
She was over the moon.
Hey, did you shave the phone, Mars?
Down there on the right.
Oh, great, thanks, yeah. Good morning, Ron.
Is it?
Well, it is for me.
Must be love, eh, Ron? I've seen you with, Fran, is it? How is she?
I don't know.
Eh?
I don't know where she is, what she's doing, but I'm sure she's okay. How much?
Oh, 240, please. Aren't you going out there anymore?
No, that's all over now, that.
So why are you so full of the joys of spring?
Well, I'm going to have a shave and then I'm going to sign on. See ya. I was wondering if I could have a word with you. No, you can't. I'm in a hurry. Why? Where are you going? I'm going to have a shave, then I'm going down the dole to sign on, because there's nothing left in the bank.
Hey, I wish I could get that turned down by signing on the dole. Would have saved me a lot of grief over the years.
There you go.
So you seeing that Fran anymore?
Why has he said anything?
Oh, nothing. Just something about not knowing where she was, but that she was okay.
Said anything to you, Don?
No.
Wonder what that was all about.
Don't ask me, Mars.
Hey, do you reckon they've had a fight over the girl? Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I've got enough of my own problems without worrying about anybody else's.
Aye.
Oh,
You got nobody in yet?
Not a soul. Oh, that's not exactly true. Her husband did buy her a bouquet to wish her luck.
I suppose things will pick up later on. Hey, our Ellis tells me that you're doing the flowers for the big double wedding of the year.
Yeah, but that's not till next week.
Well, you got Valentine's Day. You'll make up on then.
Oh, I hope so. It's our Jackie Saint's Day, St. Jacqueline's Day. Can you believe it chose that day to open for luck?
You'll be okay. I mean, we were really quiet the first week we homed, you know. Anyway, listen, good luck to both of you.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye now.
Things will turn out all right in the end.
Jean, can you manage if I nip home? Yes, of course. I just want to try and ring Derek again. I just telephone people to connect us.
You go ahead, I'll carry on. Why don't you try the international operator? And I'll have a cup of coffee ready for you when you get back.
That'd be lovely. Oh, here's the delivery van. I better hang on a minute. Well, at least it's all go with deliveries.
Give him a shout, will you? Last.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Max.
No, not at all. I'll see you later, my dear.
Hope you like the flat. And remember, don't go forcing him into making any rash decisions.
I don't know why we're bothering the Farnhams with this.
Patricia's a friend.
It's Dee Dee we should be talking to. She'll be so upset when she hears. She hasn't heard already.
I'm not talking to her.
Derek's her brother, for heaven's sake. This is more her concern than the Farnhams. Then there's the money for the flat. Look, Dee Dee lent you that.
No, you don't know things she's said to me, what she's called me in the past.
Well, I still think you owe her an explanation.
Well, I want to talk to Patricia first.
Margaret? Mrs. Clements? Well, what are you doing here? What's happened?
Come in.
Yes, of course. But why aren't you in Romania?
I don't think we should be bothering you with this, Mrs. Farnham.
No, it's all right. Why, Margaret? Why didn't you go?
I couldn't.
But you were looking forward to it, a new experience. We talked about it.
Excuse me. This is daft, Margaret. We shouldn't be here. I'd like to talk to Margaret.
Come in, but I don't want any scenes.
I just want an explanation, that's all. Hello.
I'm really sorry about this, Dee Dee. I can't tell you how much.
Did you persuade her to do this?
God, no.
Why did you do it, Margaret? Do you know I've had Derek on the phone practically in tears?
Is he all right?
Of course he's not all right. He's starting an important new job over there. Now he's destroyed. You destroyed him.
Oh, come on, Dee Dee. Isn't that a bit harsh?
You didn't hear my brother on the phone. Going to Romania with her meant the world to him, and she spoilt it.
She must have a reason.
And I'd like to know what it is. I'm waiting.
couldn't stand the thought of being without him.
It was only for a month or two. In the beginning, that's what he said.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't stand the thought of getting on the plane and then getting there and not being with him. I want him here. I want him here with me.
Isn't that selfish? Isn't that how it's been all along? You wanted him out the church, so he left. You want him in Liverpool, so you do this.
No. I just couldn't stand the thought of being on my own.
If you didn't catch the plane, I presume a ticket's still okay.
Well, I phoned the airline last night. If she travels in the next few days, it'll be okay.
Right. I'll get a taxi and I'll take her to the airport myself.
No, I'm not going. I don't want to go.
Margaret! Derek's very upset. The least you can do is just go and see him.
I can't.
I'll make sure you get your money back, Dee Dee. I'll get it to you as soon as I can.
I don't want the money back. I want her on the next plane to Derek.
No!
You can't force her.
What about Derek? What about his feelings? He's going to leave him out there without an explanation, with nothing.
What about my feelings? I mean, what was more important, going to Romania or me? He could have got off the plane for me.
I knew it'd do no good coming here. Come on, Margaret, we're going.
Margaret's going nowhere until she's talked to Derek. I've got his number at home.
She's too upset for that, Dee Dee. She's been writing him a letter. I'll make sure she sends it to your Derek.
Surely she could make a quick phone call. She can use our phone if she likes.
I'm sorry, but I want her home. I'm sorry to have troubled you, Mrs. Farnham.
I feel so sorry for him, all on his own out there.
Can I get you a coffee or something?
I've got to get back to the shop. I'm sorry.
I could try and have another word with Margaret later if you like.
There's no point. That'll be it now. Everything, all we've been through, all for nothing.
Want a drink?
No, thanks. I don't drink in the afternoon anymore. So what did you want to see me about?
What the hell do you think I want to see it about, Sally?
My revenge.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Well, I do now that I've thought about it. It's neat, isn't it?
It's a lousy thing to do to anyone.
Yeah, and so was killing someone's wife and unborn baby and kidnapping little Stephen.
It wasn't like that, Sally.
It terrified Fran. You saw what she was like.
Yeah, well, I've got me rights, haven't I? All I wanted to do was see me kid, provide for him.
Oh, crap.
It's the truth, Teddy. I bet you know where she is.
I don't know where she is.
Look, she wanted you. She would have married you if you'd have asked her. Now you know where she is.
Yeah, she wanted me, but I didn't want her, and I don't know where she is. Fran and Stephen have got all the money from Sue's insurance. The lot. What do they call it? Poetic justice. And you said you wanted to see your baby, and you didn't.
I did.
No. All you could see was me with Fran and your baby, and you couldn't stand that. So you wanted to spoil it. But I've got everything sorted now. It's just you and me like it always was. Now we're quits.
You're not as soft as you look, are you?
I certainly won't be in the future.
You won't be seeing Fran ever again.
I've told you. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know where to find her. You can go a long way on 27.5 grand. You can disappear.
And you gave her all that money, Teddy, just to do this?
It was dirty money anyway, and I'm better off without it.
So that's why you signed on the dole this morning, then, eh?
Yeah, for the moment, but I'm not going to sit around on the social, so I'm looking for a job.
Oh, aye. Anything in mind?
Well, I thought you might have something.
Me?
Why not?
After all,
we're quits now. So as soon as I get a job, I'm going to start paying you rent for the flat. I don't care who I work for. We don't owe each other a thing.
If that's the way you want it.
Yeah, I do. So, you got anything for me?
Well, I'll ask about, all right?
Great. If anything comes up, give us a shout, eh?
2:15, please.
Cheers, Miss.
So, what's the score on tomorrow night then, Mick? This stag do?
Well, we're starting off at the Swan, and then Alice wants to go to a couple of clubs. You game?
Am I? At least it'll get me out the house. Is it going to be a hen night, Mars?
Is there? Are you kidding? We're going to be taking over Barry Grant's place.
That'll be one club to avoid then, won't it? Who's going?
There's me, Marianne, Frank Rogers' girl, Tracy from the salon. Oh, and can Dee Dee still make it?
Dee Dee? Thought it was going to be a hen do. Not grab a granny night.
Don't be so horrible. Anyway, we're going to have a ball. And I can't wait to see Josie again.
Look, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Yeah, can I, Vic? Is Mrs. coming back then, is she?
Oh, I know it'll be hard on him, but she's an old mate of mine and Alice.
Yeah, but Mick doesn't look too chuffed, does he?
Oh, I won't be too sure about that. I reckon he's more interested in seeing her than he makes out.
Oh, you mean you think that he'd still be interested after all she did to him? Walking out with the kids in it?
Like I said, we'll see.
All right. Fancy yourself as a bit of a marriage guidance counsellor, do you?
Why? Have you got a problem in that department?
Only being married.
Hi, Mick.
Your poor brother must be desperate to know what's going on. I'll just have to write, but God knows how long it'll take for Les to get there.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Marcia. And what can I do for you? I've just come to check that you're still on for the hen night tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, who's going?
There's me, there's Frank Roger's girlfriend, Marianne and Tracy from the salon. And Tracy says we can get change in the salon if we come after closing time.
Oh, that's good of her.
And I'm going to get some drinking so we're not paying club prices all night.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, hiya.
Hiya. I'm just talking about the arrangements for the hen night. It's going to be a right rave.
Great. I hope I'm not too late with this list for the wedding flowers. I've been rushed off my feet.
Oh, you're all right. We've got plenty of time. You're our first customer.
Told you things would look up.
When is the big day exactly?
Next Wednesday. You do know it's a double wedding.
Marcia told me. How lovely.
Hello, ladies.
Hiya.
Not interrupting anything, am I? Just thought I'd walk my darling wife home from her new job. So, how's business today?
Not very well.
Oh, dear, well, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
I suppose not.
I just feel so sorry for Margaret and Derek.
I'm sorry, but it's not our problem. We've bent over backwards for Margaret and the erstwhile Father O'Farrell. That's our lives now.
Yeah, just when I thought I found the perfect help in the office, I'm with Thomas.
You can always advertise.
I'll do it tomorrow. Trouble is, Margaret is just right.
Well, let's look on the bright side, shall we? I reckon we are that far from regaining our normal lives again.
What?
Your father really loves that apartment in Southport.
Really? You haven't been giving him the hard sell, have you?
No, I promise. Anyway, I didn't need to. It really is a very nice place. Good location.
Has he put in a bid?
He wanted to discuss it with your mother first. He's a little concerned about the asking price. I suggested that he put in an offer of 43,000, but he's still a little bit wary.
Does that mean it's out of the question, then?
Not exactly. You know the 5,000 that your parents gave us before they went off to New York?
Oh, no, Max. I had plans for that money.
So did I. Morally, let's face it, they wouldn't be in this mess now if they hadn't been so generous in the first place. Well, what's it to be? Yes or no?
Yes, I suppose so.
Hello. David told you about the apartment?
I think I have persuaded her.
It's just the money.
Yes, well, I'm going to go and see the bank manager. I've got a couple of insurance policies that'll do for security on a bank loan, I'm sure.
Well, we wanted to talk to you about that. You know the 5,000 that you gave to Patricia?
No, Max. That was a gift.
Oh, well, we still got it. We were saving it for a rainy day, and, well, this is a rainy day.
Are you absolutely sure?
Definitely, Dad.
Well, look, let me go and see the bank manager first before you make any final decision.
Yes, but I think it would be wise to phone that estate agent now and put in your offer. It really is a lovely property.
Yes, you're right, you're right. What do you think, my dear?
I just hope we're doing the right thing.
Definitely.
Well, I've just about finished all my arrangements. How about you?
Just about. Now we can think about enjoying ourselves.
Hey, too right.
Is Mick's wife still coming up for the wedding?
Oh, better than that. She's coming for the hen night. She's getting the train up tomorrow afternoon.
How long is it since she left Mick?
Oh, must be over a year ago now. 18 months. But I can't wait till she gets back because she's brilliant at getting a party going.
Great.
Do you fancy coming back to ours for a coffee before my future husband gets in wanting his tea?
Sorry, I have to get going. I'll see you tomorrow night, though.
All right, see ya.
What are you two plotting out there?
Marcy was just telling me how your ex-wife's going to make our hen party a riot.
She's not my ex-wife. We're still married.
Oh, sorry.
What else did she say?
Nothing, really. Well, Marcy obviously can't wait to see her again. How do you feel?
How do you remember? Not too sure about Leo and Gemma, though. They've almost forgotten it.
What, their own mother?
Not quite. It's just that I try not to talk about it too much so they don't get upset. I'm scared. I'm scared they'll get hurt at coming back. It means another goodbye, another big wrench.
Well, maybe she'll stay this time if she sees what she left behind.
Even if she said she was, I wouldn't believe her.
People do change.
Not our Jose. The original free spirit, that's her.
Would you take her back?
Well, it'd be very hard if that was she'd done to me. But if it was for the sake of the kids, if I gave her a bit more freedom to do her own thing, perhaps we could make her go over again.
I can't understand that. Ellis has told me she was forever leaving and coming back. How could you contemplate living with her again on those terms? You're a really nice man, Mick. You're attractive, considerate, straightforward. You could find someone to be a mother to your children. You shouldn't take Josie back just for that reason.
Maybe. And maybe I've just missed my chance. Looks like Ellis got my share of the luck in that school.
See you, Mick.
And Brookside is back tomorrow at 1:30. Now we have these to give away this afternoon. The must-have designer accessory for 2001. They are, of course, living handbags. And if you'd like to win one, you have to answer this question. Where in the world would you travel with your living handbag and why?
Yes, and Medina has just done that. She's phoned in and said, I would like to take my living handbag to Churchill in Canada so that I can see the polar bears.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, but she doesn't stop there.
They're quite
She
vicious.
says, they are. She says, I would carry a nice bottle of brandy in the bag to keep me warm. You'd need it.
Yeah.
And also use it as a protection should the bears get too close.
They'll never get past my living handbag. How dare they?
Congratulations, Medina. We're going to send you a handbag for that. Thanks.
We've been talking about some of the big news stories of the day, including this 56-year-old woman who's pregnant with twins after IVF treatment. She already has 3 grown-up children. Claire Butting says, my father was 50 when I was born. He raised me on his own and he did a brilliant job. I don't want a younger father and I wouldn't change him for the world.
And a very different opinion to that one is from Francis Gill, who said,
There you go, Sim.
You can't beat one of these before a skin full of ale.
No, the perfect belly liner, huh? Right. Lock up, Mick. My stag night starts here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's get out while the going's good.
Hey, come on, bro. We can do another half an hour yet. We need the money.
What's he like? The one night won't make any difference. Let's get out and enjoy.
Look, I want to stay a bit longer.
All right, suit yourself. I'm off to get tarted up. Oh, hey, Sim, now do us a favour, will you? Get my Mizzo brother here to cheer up a bit. He's had a gob on all day. See ya.
Does anyone want another one?
I'm going to be drunk before we even get there.
Hey, that's the idea, isn't it?
Evening, ladies. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? Hey, she never gets done up like this when she goes out with me.
Hey, that's enough, Ellis Johnson. Get out, it's a hen mice. Go to your own party.
All right. Have a good night, girls.
Don't worry, we will.
Good night.
You too.
Anyone for a top up?
No thanks, I haven't even finished this one.
Could me neither. Well, I'm going for another bottle, and no one is leaving here until you've drunk the lot of them.
There's one thing I forgot to say. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ouch, you! Go on.
I reckon your dad lucky marrying him. He's great, isn't he? He's dead full of life.
Definitely.
Wouldn't think he was Mick Johnson's brother.
Come on, Lynn, you're next. Are you sure I don't owe you anything for this, Trace?
Oh, no, go away. As long as you both come here for your wedding, then no charge for tonight.
Cheers, Trace.
Cheers.
All right, mate, I'll see you down there.
Hiya.
Hi.
I thought you'd gone down the swamp.
Yeah, well, I was going, but I've got to hang on. Frank Rogers has dropped something off for me, you know.
What?
Oh, just some maintenance stuff and that.
What's Mick so miserable about? I thought he'd be closed by now.
Yeah, I was going to do another half an hour. He doesn't want to lose a whole night's takings.
Yeah, we'll get him down the pub, will you?
What's the rush? He's got all night.
Look, I want him to start living it up a bit. Josie's coming back, and I don't want her to think he hasn't changed.
Oh, God, what are you talking about? What's it got to do with her?
Because he seems very interested in her coming back. And I reckon there's a good chance they'll get back together again.
What, after all this time?
Yeah. Well, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And with a little help from me, I reckon Josie might just decide not to go back to London.
Oh, no, no. You stay out of it.
You what?
It's none of our business.
They're our friends.
Mick, is that Cowarsons?
Hey, that's my oldest friend you're talking about there.
Oh, come off it, Marcy. You'd hardly ever see her. She's a slag.
Hey, take that back. That's not fair.
Yeah, and she wasn't fair on Mick, was she? Don't you remember what he went through when she dumped him and the kids? She is a slag.
I don't believe this.
And I don't believe you've asked her up here. You should have kept out of it. Only a slag would dump her kids and run off with that Tony fella.
Tony's history now. That was over ages ago.
Oh, so she's free now, is she? She's free to mess Mick's life up again?
They're my friends, and I want to help them.
If you want to help Mick, you keep Josie away from him. Because if they ever get back together, it'll be a disaster.
We'll see about that. Right, where's that corkscrew? There's still more wine at my place before we even go to the club.
Aye, aye, all right, girlies.
Oh, nice and early. You can smell free ale a mile away.
Hey, listen, you won't be skitting when you see what I've got in my pockets.
Oh, aye, aye. Boosting again, aren't we, Jim?
Oh, that's nice, isn't it, eh? That's nice. Don't you girls think of anything else? Here, hey, there. A bunch of complimentary tickets for the club for tonight.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Jim.
This gets better and better.
And listen, Barry is away on business for a few days, so when he gets back, not a word, got it?
You never change you, do you?
Just a friendly gesture, that's all. So, how's about a swift drink?
Well, actually, Jimmy, I was just about to get changed into my other outfit.
Oh, right. Well, maybe some other time, then. Right, well, have a good time tonight. And listen, remember, no rowdy business, do you hear? And that includes you and all, because I am responsible.
Don't count on it, Jimmy. Right, who wants another?
I don't mind if I do.
Oh, look out, she's got the taste for it.
Yeah, we better save some for the others. We're two missing, aren't we?
Oh, don't worry, I've saved a bottle to have for when Josie gets here. She should be here by now. Look, she hasn't missed the train.
Have you phoned her today? She's still coming?
Of course she is.
Just wondered. Ellie said she wasn't very reliable.
How do you mean?
Well, she did leave Mick and the children, and Ellis said she used to be a bit careless when it came to looking after them, always late and so on.
Ellis? Oh, well, he's got no room to talk. Wait till you're married to him. Cheers! Gigi, come in.
Hiya, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problems. We've saved you some.
Do you want something to do with your hair?
Why is it that bad? You better get on with it, Tracy, before you're incapable.
Yeah, to make it a quickie, Trace, we're still got to go back to the flat.
Hey, we've got a married woman in the chair. Tell us about your head night, Dee Dee.
Hey, it was that long ago, she's forgotten.
Only 20 years.
Only, she says.
So, was this stag do on then, or what?
Hey, aye, the boy's back in town, eh?
You could say that, yeah.
Are we going to go into town then, or what?
Ah, well, that all depends on Sinbad and... Alice.
I'll sort that out for you, mate, eh?
Hiya, Mick.
All right.
Do you want to get a kiss to welcome me back, then? This is it, then? Fancy my fella having his own business.
Needs cab driving.
Can I see inside?
Hi, Jose.
Hi, Terry. Nice, isn't it? What's it cost a bomb sending this letter? No to come next time I need a job, innit?
When are you going to ask about the kids?
I'll tell you what, I'll get off down the Swan, eh? I'll see you in a bit, all right?
All right, Thomas. Well?
Did you tell the kids I was coming?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Didn't want them to get too excited. I didn't even know you'd turn up.
But I have turned up. How are they?
Well, they're fine. They like the school and they're happy.
Can I come see them tomorrow?
I can't stop you, but don't go winding them up. Don't let them think that you're here to stay.
Well, Mick, you ready?
Hi, Sinbad.
All right, Jose.
I'll be along soon, son.
Yeah.
I'm Ely Jones.
Jones. Nobody's called me that in ages.
That's what you... Aye, aye. Back 5 minutes and you're snogging already. Betty! Look at your hair! Oh, my God! Oh, this is Marianne, the girl that's caught our Alice. Josie. Hello.
Hiya, Josie.
This is Linda. How'd you believe me? Right, come on, back to ours for a drink. There you go. Thanks. Come on.
See you later.
She's back then.
Yeah.
Nice one. Here you go, boys.
Cheers,
Cheers, Jimmy.
No, I don't think you have to be married. I just like having a woman around.
Oh, that's why Lynn's always out of your place then, is she?
Hey, I was trying to simmer this, so he can't wait to say the knot.
Hey, go away with you. Don't be telling me little Mercy's been saving herself for the wedding.
Shouldn't he be here by now? And Mick? Perhaps they've gone to the hen night instead.
He's made up, isn't he, our friendly little winter? He was telling me he's not worried about getting married, you know. He said, as long as you work at it, you're laughing.
Oh, right. Well, when he's finished his honeymoon, he can come round and give us a lecture on the perfect marriage, can't he?
Let's read a woman's own, eh?
Right, then you know we clean Claire Rayner's windows.
Oh, here he is.
What are we all having? Hey, I've just got him in, haven't I?
Yeah, we just saw about you.
All right.
Yeah, we just wondered how we're going to talk you into doing a runner next Wednesday.
Hey, Ron, there's no chance of that, mate. I know when I've got someone special.
Well, I've got someone special too. She must be if she managed to trap me. Come on, miserable, sit down. There's 3 pints stacked up for you there. Shift up.
Yeah, matey.
Come on, Em. You think it was him getting married next week?
Come on, mate.
We had some great times, didn't we, Mass? You used to know Ellis quite well then. Oh, yeah. Me and Ellis and Mass, we go back years, don't we?
Yeah, the famous threesome.
He was a rice scally in those days. Good laugh, though. Then I did the soft thing and married his older brother. At least Marianne's picked the right one.
Eh?
The right Johnson brother.
Oh, don't be horrible. You Mick had good times too.
Miserable Mick, we used to call him. He's not like Ellis, is he? I wonder what happened if I'd married Ellis. I could have, you know.
Hey, so could I suppose.
Making him sound like a right one. Hey, I just realised we're going to be sister-in-laws.
Hey, only if you and Mick don't get divorced.
Who said anything about that?
Was it really finished then? For good?
Who knows?
Didn't you get any twinges when you saw him again?
Well, he's still good-looking.
Oh, and he's really missed you, you know. He's been through some bad times being on his own with the kids, you know, losing his job.
Well, he's doing all right now, isn't he? I love the pizza place.
I don't know why you had to leave.
I hated doing it, Mouse, but I had to. I just wish he had been more like Ellis. He might have lasted.
Well, what would you do if Mick asked you back?
I should be so lucky.
No, really.
I'm going for a dance.
I reckon she wants to get back with me. I think I should help. What do you think? It's what he really needs.
I'm telling you, to be relegated next season, you see it going down.
Are we going to sit here all night talking about football or what? I mean, let's get out and do something.
Let's go down to the lunch club.
That's a good idea.
Girls are in there. Well, it's something to like. We can have a bob. It'll be a laugh. See how much steak they're in. Yeah, come on.
Oh, aye, under the tub already, are we, Francis, eh? He's probably been told to be brought back.
Just say Wally hasn't. We're taxied into town.
No, let's go into town. Come.
No, come on. Frank's night. He'll say Wally hasn't. Come on.
No, let's go into town. It'll only cost buttons to get us in a cab, won't it?
Forget about town, will you? There, look, I can get us in for nothing, can't I? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Are you coming away?
Yeah, I'm going.
Hang on. I can't manage this. Anybody? I don't fancy this, friend.
Marianne's going to be there. This is really going to cramp my style.
Hey, no copping off you and you, all right?
You're too flaming right.
What's this about copping off?
But it's for stag night, isn't it?
What about Marianne?
Ah, what the eye didn't see. Yeah, come on, you're bladder.
Hey, hang on. I thought this was some big whirlwind romance. Oh, come on, Mick. He's only joking.
Listen up, will you, man? I'm only joking.
You don't deserve it.
I said I was only joking. You have to take everything so bloody seriously.
Come on.
Come on, Mick. Come on, mate.
I feel like a fraud sitting here.
Why? Because we're too old.
We're supposed to be celebrating those two getting married. Look at us, you're divorced, and I feel like I'm on the brink of one. What? You and Ron? Oh, I don't know. It's just... It's not the same these days. All that business with Leanne, the abortion, well, that didn't help. Now me and the shop. It's just not like how it used to be.
Oh, it's just a bad patch.
You'll get past it. Have you tried to talk about it? I don't seem to be able to. We just end up arguing.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm sorry about that before. I didn't mean it.
Oh, come on, you know I'd never cheat her. Don't worry about it. I love her, don't I? I love the bones of her.
I know, mate.
Oh, very funny.
Over the top, Frankie! On the top, 80!
Oh, yes! Oh, come on!
Oh, come on, Frank! Well, I'll jump to that. Hey, I'm free. I want to go to the
All right, Jimmy, very funny. Now give me the chances back.
Can't you do without me, hey? Where's Ellis? Hey, have you not got them drunk?
They're cuffed off.
You what?
Yeah, right there, the crackers and all, eh?
Where are they?
They're a bit tied up at the moment, accident.
Oh, come on, you lot shouldn't even be here. What have you done with them?
Go outside and see.
Hey, yeah. Go and rescue him. Whoa, whoa. Oh, hey.
Is that lager? Don't worry, dear. It wasn't my idea.
Who said beer?
Cheers, all the best.
You're pinching me skin. I'll pinch your skin. You're breaking my neck.
I'll get us out. I'm dying to go to the bog.
Why did you let them do this to you? I think
didn't let them. Come on, hurry up.
Here you go.
Oh, you haven't done it yet?
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, hurry up.
Give us a kiss.
No, you're drunk.
Ow. All right, hang on. Must be careful. Oh, time to...
What? Where am I?
I'm going to the bog, I've told you.
Hey, here. Get your kicks on, will you? If you're having us losing our licence next, you.
Alice!
Jones!
Alice, I can't believe you're getting married, you of all people! Come on, let's dance! Come on, let's dance!
Where are my shoes? Can I have my shoes?
They seem to be getting on well.
Just like us, eh?
Oh, yeah? What do you mean by that?
Well, we are, aren't we?
Like, getting serious?
Just what I was thinking. Now, do you want to stay here or do you fancy a drink back of mine?
Well, I think we should be polite and dance for a bit. Then I fancy a drink back of yours.
Come in. Here we go.
You all right, mate?
God, you're well gone, aren't you?
to stop me thinking straight.
What's up? I'm telling you, it's Josie. What's she doing? Putting herself about, dancing with every fella in the place.
No, it's not Josie. It's Marianne.
Hey?
I don't know what to do, Sin.
You're not making much sense, mate. What about Marianne?
No, I can tell you. I can't tell no one else.
I love her. Oh, you realise what you're saying? You love your brother's girl, the girl he's getting married to next Wednesday.
I don't know.
You've just said it.
I've known her for a while, since the new year. I know it's Sin. I'd like to think that she feels the same way about me. I think she might do, you know?
This isn't some kind of a joke, is it?
Would I be like this? Out of my mind with Woody?
Like, this is heavy, I don't know.
I know. I don't know what to do. If I said a word, it'd destroy our Alice. But I want to say something to her, but I can't. It's going to be a disaster. She's going to marry the wrong guy.
Haven't you mentioned it to Marianne?
I'm stuck, Sim. I can't do or say anything.
Wouldn't it be brilliant if we could get them back together before the wedding?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see Mick and Josie back together again.
So stop hobbling her on the dance floor. Give Mick a chance.
Right. Just think. Us two getting married after all these years. We could have been marrying each other, you know.
Yeah.
Be happy. You're all right, Sim. It's a week early. I'm just kissing the bride for luck.
See you later.
See you later.
Yeah. What was going on here?
Just what he says.
What were you doing outside there with him?
Talking.
And kissing?
Oh, for God's sake. Look, if you must know, we were talking about Mick and Josie and how it'd be nice if they got back together for the wedding.
Well, there's no chance of that, Marcy. See, I've just been talking to Mick.
Oh, slagging off Josie again, have you?
No, as a matter of fact, Mick did all the talking. He says he's in love with Marianne.
Oh, get up.
If you don't believe me, ask him.
Oh, don't be so soft.
This is serious, Marcy. He was straight up, and I'm worried about him.
Look, Ellis and Marianne are getting married next week, and it looks like Josie might go back to Mick. So, don't talk crap.
Will you be able to stay the night?
Not all night. It's just getting a bit difficult, you know. Explain to the kids what's going on.
There is an answer. Do you think you're ready to bring them and move in with me?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
God, I don't know. What did Mum say?
What the hell was that?
Sounded like it came from that place.
Didn't think anyone was living there.
Well, there's definitely someone there now. I think we'd better go over, see if, well, if there's anything wrong.
Might have been that noise that woke them up.
No, it definitely came from in there, I'm sure. Frank, they've turned the light off.
I don't want to disturb them.
No, I suppose not. Not at this time.
Come on, we'll get that drink, eh?
Go on, ask him to dance.
Mick hates dancing. He says it embarrasses him.
Look, he won't be embarrassed after the amount of ale he's swallowed. Go on.
You little cupid you are.
Go on.
Okay. Mick, don't I get to dance with you?
Okay, all you smoothies out there, why don't you grab your loved ones? We're going to slow the pace down now. We're going to get romantic.
back in each other's arms.
See? I told you we'd get back together.
A bit hot under the collar now after that serious smooching in Brookside there, so that's back tomorrow at 1:30.
Now, do you consider yourself a follower of fashion? Because if so, you will need one of these natty objects of desire. It is a living handbag. It could be yours. We're asking you today, what would you wear with your living handbag and why?
And you could phone us or email us with your suggestions and you might just win one. We think these two here are winners. We've had lots of emails, so thank you very much for those. Lorraine has called us to say that she would wear her pinstripe suit with her living handbag. She would wear it for her interview in a couple of weeks. Well, Lorraine, good luck with the interview. I hope it goes well, and you certainly have your handbag with you.
And that's power dressing, isn't it? When you wear your pinstripe suit and you've got your handbag, you arrive at the interview meaning business. So good luck with that. And Claire says she hottest pair of shoes.
Patricia, please don't do that. It's really irritating.
Here it is.
What?
The advert for my new PA, Margaret's replacement. What do you think?
God's sake.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Is that all you've got to say?
Well, all right. You'll probably be inundated. It sounds like a good job.
Mind, that means loads of interviews, and I hate them.
Oh, I've never known anyone hog the bathroom like your father.
Well, just think. When you get your own place, you'll have twice as much room to hog.
I was really surprised at the size of the bathroom. Did I mention the bathroom?
Several times, Mum.
Pity the other rooms aren't in proportion.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's only the two of you, and think of the heating costs.
Yeah, and Max says it's a very nice neighbourhood.
Yes, well, there is that. Well, I suppose I'd better be getting off to the shop. I suppose I will be able to give some kind of notice to Dee Dee when your father's seen the solicitor. I was just beginning to enjoy myself working there.
I don't think Dee Dee will require formal notice, Mum.
Oh, I don't know. Business is picking up at last. She'll need someone with some idea to help.
Well, perhaps the Dixon Empire can expand towards Southport. You could run the local branch.
You know, next time we go over there, I think I'll have a scout round and see if there is a florist in the area.
Good idea.
Well, must go. Bye.
We're almost there. Do you know, I think we could have this place to ourselves by the end of the month.
What if we were putting up your parents? How would you feel if I said that?
Well, my parents? Parents are thought.
Where are they?
Dad? Dad, we're going to be late for school.
Oh, no, I know, son. I'm just looking for some aspirin. I know I gave one to Gemma for hearing. Something that's killing me.
Dad, have you drunk too much beer? Dad's drunk too much beer.
I know. I'm an idiot, aren't I? You two go and get ready for school.
Hi, Mick. I missed him, have I?
I haven't told him you're back yet. Look, be careful, Joe. Don't go raising their hopes.
Leo, Jen! Don't you recognise me, you two? Are you going to say hello?
Hello, Mum.
Hiya, love. Oh, you're so lovely, both of you. You're so big now. You're so beautiful.
Look, I've got to take them to school now.
They can miss one day to their mum, can they?
Can we, Dad? Can we?
No, Jose. We don't do things like that anymore.
I'll take you to school with your dad, shall I?
Yeah?
I'm gonna get dressed.
Are you coming back to live with us, Mum?
I don't know, love. Let's just wait and see, eh?
Yeah.
We know.
Look, I'm telling you, Mick was as close as I am to you. He says he loves Marianne.
Then why was he kissing and dancing with Josie half the night?
Probably because he was drunk and you and Ellis were forcing him into it.
Hey, I wasn't forcing anyone, and neither was Ellis. He wants to be with her. Anyone could see that.
But why should he tell me he loves Marianne?
You've just said it. He was drunk. Okay, maybe he does fancy her a bit. He did introduce her to Ellis.
Nah. Nah, it's more than that.
Look, this is stupid. Marianne and Ellis are getting married. It looks like we'll get back with Josie.
Why do you keep having to push that? You know she's no good. If she comes wandering back into Mick's life again, he's going to be hurt.
Look, I spoke to Mick and Josie last night. I also saw Josie before she went to see the kids this morning. And I know she'd make a go of it if he gave her a chance.
Oh, no, she wouldn't. She'd be out all the time. She'd find some fella she fancies and dump on Mick again.
What have you got against my friends?
She's no friend. She treats you almost as bad as she treats Mick. You're there for her when it's convenient.
Oh, I suppose you're going to start laying into Ellis now, are you?
I'm more concerned about Mick. He's been more of a mate to me than Ellis. I just don't want to see him mess up his life.
Oh, but you'll mess up Ellis and Marianne by repeating these stupid stories.
I thought you said marriage was important.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, if I forget everything Mick told me, someone might end up marrying the wrong person next week. I think I should have a word with her.
Don't you dare. Don't you say a word.
How do you know she doesn't feel the same way about Mick?
Because she's marrying Ellis.
Well, you saw her New Year's Eve. She was kissing Mick. Even you thought there was something between them then.
Oh, that was nothing. It was just New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I still say someone should talk to her. Why don't you do it?
Look, no one says a word. If any of this gets out, it'll screw up Ellis and Marianne, and it'll screw up Mick and Josie. So just you keep out of it.
Have those pills worked?
Headache's gone. Just the stomach I'm worried about now. What's so funny?
Must be allergic to lipstick. Or snogging.
Yeah, well, sorry about that.
Sorry. I enjoyed it if you didn't.
No, I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
It's great seeing you again and that, but I didn't mean to go that far.
You only kissed me.
You know what I mean? Not seeing you for so long is...
Temptation.
Yeah, something like that. Something to do with being drunk.
Thanks very much. Where does that leave us then?
I don't know.
Do you want me to go?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Oh, what?
It's the kids. It's the kids I'm worried about now you've turned up again.
They're all right.
No, they're not all right. You didn't see them after you left. They wouldn't sleep in their room for weeks. They got in bed with me every night. You know, Leo was even frightened that I was going to leave too.
When Marcia phoned and told me about her and Sinbad and Ellis and this girl, the first thing I thought was I got a reason to see Mick and the kids again. Loads of times I sat there wishing I could see you, but I didn't have the guts. Too chicken. Too guilty to come back. I didn't last 5 minutes with Tony. I haven't been with any other fella since, you know.
I don't know where we stand.
You heard the kids on the way to school. All the questions. What if I moved in here just till after the wedding and spent some time with them?
And how are Leo and Gemma going to feel when you leave again?
They're older now. I'll prepare them for it. It's a bit cramped at Marcy's, you know.
I don't know.
What if I talk to the kids? Can we give it a try? It'd be nice to be here.
Won't Marcy be offended? You moving out the flat?
So I mean, yeah.
see how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Morning.
Hope you don't feel as bad as I do this morning.
Should have seen me at 7 o'clock.
Could do, wasn't it? So all we've got to do is get married now.
Yeah.
Unless anyone's got cold feet, of course.
Why, have you?
Well, no, but, well, it's serious business, isn't it? It doesn't always have to go right, does it?
Sinbad, I really have to get going.
I mean, look at Mick and Josie. Well, they'd split up, but last night it looked like they were getting back together.
Do you think they will get back with each other?
Well, not unless Mick's stupid.
Why do you say that?
Well, maybe you didn't notice Marcia and Alice trying to get them back together. Well, they were playing games at Mick's expense.
So Mick doesn't want to get back with her?
Look, this is really hard to say, but, well, Mick thinks he's got pretty strong feelings about you.
Look, Sinbad.
Just thought I ought to tell you.
What did he say exactly?
Well, that he's got pretty strong feelings about you, but he can't say anything because he doesn't want to hurt Alice, and, well, told me that he was in love with you. Look, maybe I've got this all wrong. Let's pretend it never happened, eh? All right, I'm talking rubbish. If you want to marry Alice, you go right ahead. Nobody needs to know that I told you anything.
Don't be soft, that's where you should be. Mick's still your husband.
Well, Sinbad won't be upset either.
Well, of course not. Well, he's as keen as I am for you and Mick to get back together.
We haven't got that far yet. We're only staying here till after the wedding.
Well, you never know what might have happened by then.
You never know.
I'll leave it with you, shall I?
You do that. Thanks, Mouse.
All right, and don't forget, if you ever want me and Sinbad to babysit for you, just ask. You know, if you want to get out on your own.
Okay. Ta-da.
Yeah.
OK, so if you just pop your CV in the post, we'll get back to you about interviews. Excuse me a moment. Come in. Hang on a sec. Yes, sorry about that. Well, we're hoping to fill the position as soon as possible, hopefully by the end of the month. All right, thanks for calling then. Bye-bye.
Don't mind me popping in, dear.
Don't be silly.
How are you? I'm all right.
Get your coffee. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever see you again after the other day. Sit down. Did you bump into Dee Dee?
No, it's just your mum downstairs. I was dreading having to see her to see you.
Have you heard from Derek?
No. I've written, but I haven't had any reply.
Well, it'll probably take a week or more for a letter to get to Romania.
So you're interviewing for my job, then?
Yeah, we've had quite a good response. Is that why you came over, to ask for your old job back? You know, if I were to give you your old job back, I'd be letting down quite a lot of people who are expecting an interview.
I've caused a right mess, Anna.
Well, for the Dixons and for me.
Would you consider letting me come back? My mum won't leave me alone for 5 minutes. She's giving Dee Dee the money for the plane ticket and I've got to pay her back each week.
Well, I'd love to have you back.
Really?
But what about Derek?
I feel so bad. I mean, I know he wants me there, but I can't face it.
Why did you do it? It was a bit cruel, you know, leaving him in the lurch like that.
No. When it came to the crunch, I couldn't do it. I mean, we were going for Derek, not for both of us. Taking me was just like an afterthought, really. I know it sounds contrary, as my mum calls it, but I was enjoying working here. You know, it was something for me, not just for me and Derek.
OK, then. Welcome back to Farnham Clark Associates.
Oh, thanks. I don't deserve it.
But what about your future with Derek?
Well, I mean, I still love him. I suppose I'll just have to wait, see if he comes back to me. In the meantime, I suppose I'll just get on with my work.
Well, that's something we can provide plenty of. Bye.
Did you have any luck?
Couldn't get through.
Don't let it get you down. You just have to keep on trying.
You sent me this telly message. You sound so depressed.
Then you should tell her. Tell her what she's done to him.
I couldn't go to Oldham. I couldn't cope with her.
No, she's upstairs. She's come to see Patricia. Oh, Dee.
How long do you think it'll be before you can find a flat?
Oh, I'm going to an agency today. I don't think I could stand living at my mum's and going backwards and forwards every day.
Dee, I'd sooner you knocked first.
Sorry, I wanted to see Margaret. Derek sent this care of our house. I got one. I hope you can tell him why I can't. And I hope he doesn't do anything stupid like he did last May.
You'll have to open it, Margaret. He'll have sent this before he got your letter explaining.
I've hurt him. I've hurt him so much.
Were you watching?
Just staring into space.
Now we've met the contestants, let's get on with the game. So, John, will you now take the ball?
What time do you have to collect Leo and Jem?
4:45.
I feel tired after last night. Do you mind if I lie down for half an hour?
Oh, you're okay. I'll pick them up.
No, they'll be disappointed if I don't turn up. I promised. Aren't you tired? You'll work tonight.
No, I'm fine.
I think you look tired, but not too tired.
Could have you lie down, Joe's okay?
One of the best things about you working on the taxis is when you used to have a nap in the afternoons. We had some good times, didn't we?
I'm okay reading my paper.
I remember the times you coming through that door and carrying me off to bed.
So do I. But not today. Jose.
I've missed you. You don't have to carry me if you're too tired.
Give me.
Oh, get rid of him, eh?
Ryan?
Can I come in?
Yeah, come on.
You don't mind me calling round?
No, no.
Hi, Marianne. Let's get my things.
What can I do for you?
Ellis thinks I must have left the list for the wedding flowers when we came here the other day.
Any idea where?
I might have made a mistake.
Joe's?
Yeah?
You haven't seen a list for some wedding flowers, have you? My aunt thinks Aaron might have left them yet.
Sorry, I haven't seen it.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Do you want a coffee while you're here?
No, no thanks. I have to get going. Bye, Mick.
Right.
Talk about pre-wedding nerves. I think she got them bad.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to carry me then?
You're gonna have you lie down, Joes.
I thought you were going to join me.
Look, while you're here, you have the bed. I'll sleep on the couch.
Mick?
That's where I want it to be, Joes.
Yes?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. Shackleton.
My name isn't Shackleton.
Oh, I'm Frank Rogers. I'm from across the way there. I was just wondering if you were all right.
What do you mean?
I know it sounds daft, but me and my girlfriend were walking home last night, late on. We heard the scream. We thought it came from here. We rang the doorbell, but nobody answered.
We're all right, thank you.
So it didn't come from here, then?
Well, yes, it was one of my daughters. She suffers from nightmares. I'm sorry if she disturbed you.
Oh, no bother, Mrs. I'm sorry, we were told somebody called Shackleton was moving in.
Sorry, no. My name is Jordash.
Oh, pleased to meet you. Max?
Yeah?
Have you met the new people in number 10 yet?
Thought it was still empty.
Must have moved in yesterday. Just been over there, she practically slammed the door in my face.
Oh, the curtains are still drawn.
They've been drawn since late last night. Me and Lynn were walking home last night. We heard this horrible scream. That's why I went over there. Said one of a kid had a nightmare.
Weird.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Well, as long as they don't turn the place into a junkyard like the Dixons, eh? Hi.
Hey, for me?
Yep. Prepared for you by your own mother and no discount for family.
Lovely. What's the special occasion?
Well, you can call it a early celebration for getting our own house back.
I got someone back today.
Sorry?
Margaret came over to ask for her old job back.
You said yes.
Well, I couldn't say no. She's having such an awful time at home. And anyway, I know she can do it.
Yes, when she's not causing us grief, running away or not running away from Catholic priests. That'll be David, the flat dweller.
Hello.
Hi, Mum. You're back early.
Oh, I finished early. Where's your father?
Not back yet. Probably still stuck pleading with the bank manager.
Excuse me.
Oh, what an afternoon.
Hello.
Margaret certainly managed to upset Dee Dee.
David.
Well, Margaret isn't
Yeah,
exactly
she is.
having a wonderful time herself. She's upset too, you know.
Jean.
Yeah?
Jean, it's David. Here.
Hello.
Frank Rogers was just telling me that another family of weirdos have just moved into the Corkills' old house.
How do you mean?
Well, when he went round there, the new owner just slammed the door in his face.
What's the matter, Mum? Your father just seen the bank manager, and he can't help.
Oh, well, that's no problem. I mean, the offer of that 5,000 still stands, doesn't it, Patricia?
Yeah, of course.
But it's not enough. David said the man that's selling the flats had another offer of 50,000. We've been gazumped. I don't feel sorry for us. It's not as if we're exactly homeless, is it?
I thought you might like to know the latest on my mate Josie. You know, the one you keep slagging off.
Can't we give it a rest?
I'd just like to make a point. She's moved out of ours this afternoon.
She moved back to London?
No. She's moved in with Mick and the kids until the wedding.
Oh, you're joking.
It's what she wants, and it's what Mick wants if only he'd shave himself.
Oh, God, everything's going to go wrong now. Mick's going to do the wrong thing.
Oh, not that again. Can't you just forget it?
No, it's Marianne that he should be with. We've got strong feelings for each other. I know it. She didn't come out with it, but...
Have you seen her?
Well, she came up to the pizza place.
What have you said? What have you said?
I told her that he had strong feelings about her, but he didn't want to say anything because he didn't want to hurt Ellis.
Stupid bloody fool.
Look, if she marries Ellis, it's going to be a disaster all round. He's the wrong man, and I know it. She should wait and talk to Mick.
This is because you saw me kissing Ellis, isn't it? You've done this on purpose. It's your revenge on Ellis. After all this time, God, you're pathetic.
It's got nothing to do with Ellis.
It's obvious you hate him, and you've cooked all this up just because you saw us kissing last night. You've always hated him, and you've done a dirty little trick like this just to wreck his wedding.
I never.
You're just a divvy.
Hey, there's no need for that. Ellis is the wrong man for her, and I know it.
You're a liar, and I'm the one that's making a mistake, even thinking to marry someone who could do a crappy little thing like this just to get back at someone.
Just calm down. I only did what I thought was right.
I told you not to interfere, and you took no notice. What about trust, eh? Marriages are supposed to be about trust, and I trusted you. Well, our wedding is off. We're finished.
Well, I'm very excited because today signalled the start of a golden age in Brookside. The Jordashes have moved into the close. There's wife-beating bodies under the patio. There's all kinds of things going on. Whew, it's back tomorrow at 1:30.
I feel sorry for Sinbad, though. Bit of shock news there. Anyway, still to come today, Judge Judy's here at 3. They're arguing over a Rottweiler, and we're not talking about Judge Judy herself. We've also got Ricky Lake at 3:30 with some love triangles.
Oh, yes. Well, we've been talking about some of the news stories today as well, including the one that Carol Vorderman was at the House of Lords yesterday, talking about the safety of children who use the internet and email.
And we've had a very interesting email here from Wendy Patton on the subject. Now, she says that my daughter, 15, informed me that yesterday at school, her and a mate had gone on the computers and accessed a chat room, which schools should have a firewall against. And she was in a teen room speaking to some guy